Hi, Raneem, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And you can hear okay today?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Did you enjoy what we did the last time on Titanic? Did you find out lots about Titanic now?
Miss, I see yesterday in the WhatsApp. I didn't see the homework.
Okay, doesn't matter. Can you give it to me for next time?
Okay.
Okay. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Did you find out lots about Titanic? You understand what Titanic is now? It was a big ship that sank?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So we have something like this to do today, but it's not on the sea, it's in the sky. So do you want to see?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So let's have a look and we will explain what this is. So what do you see?
I see airplane.
An aeroplane, that's right. And a name on the front. This name is Amelia. So this is Amelia Earhart. Do you know anything about a lady called Amelia Earhart?
No.
No? Okay. So, first thing we do is, so we know it's about aeroplanes. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we know Amelia Earhart was a lady. So what do you think she did? If there is an aeroplane here under her name, what do you think she did? Take a guess. Do you think
ride the airplane?
She was a lady who flew aeroplanes? So she was a pilot. Does that surprise you?
Yes.
Yeah. And the first, we have a date here. And to make it easy for you in English.
1897.
Yeah, 1897. So that was the year that she was born to 1937. But there is a big mystery about Amelia Earhart. So let's find out something about her and what the mystery might be. So what does it say here?
Amelia Earhart was an American aviator.
If ever
What is the
you're...
meaning of aviator?
So it's aviator, somebody that flies airplanes. So it's another word for pilot. Yeah?
Yeah.
She flew planes. Easy? So she was an aviator, and this means she flies aeroplanes. So the other word for aviator would be pilot, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
And what else did she do? So we know she flew planes. What else did she do?
And explore different parts of the world by plane.
Yep. So this is called Who Was Amelia Earhart? So, what does it say in blue?
Amelia Earhart is one of the world's most important aviators. She was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean by herself.
Atlantic. So where Titanic sank into the sea, she flew across.
This is a place?
Yes, it's an ocean. Do you remember we said Titanic sank to the bottom of the sea? Yeah?
Yes.
She flew across above it. So you've got above, below. So she flew above the Atlantic Ocean, and she was the first lady to fly across this big sea, big ocean, all by herself. So was she important?
Yes.
It's the first time a lady did this. Okay. So, do you think she led a normal life, or was she a little bit different?
Amelia was born in
The place?
state on
Kansas.
Kansas, United States, on 24 July 1897.
Yep, so there's Kansas. So that's where she was born, right in the middle of the United States, which is America. So there she is, right in what they call the Midwest, right in the middle. So what does it say in blue? What kind of girl was she?
She enjoyed adventures and was quite a tomboy. She and her younger sister, Meryl, would climb trees, hunt rats, and ride their leg down hills on their tummies.
Yep. So some of the things she liked doing were really things that boys normally do, right? She liked adventures. And the word tomboy, here it is, tomboy, means that she liked playing boys' games. She and her younger sister, Muriel, they liked to climb trees. They used to hunt for rats and ride their sledges. You know, sledges that go down hills. A game? Yes?
Yes.
And they used to like to riding down hills on like a tray on their tummies. So are these games that girls normally play? Or do boys normally play these games? What do you think? Raneem, what do you think? Do you think these are games that girls play, or are these games normally for boys?
Only for the boys?
Yeah, but Amelia and her sister Muriel like to play these games too. So, we've got a picture here. What have we got a picture of? What are these?
Short?
Yeah, they're called bloomers. And when Amelia was a little girl, only boys wore these. They're like shorts to your knee, so the middle of your leg. So why are these important? And the title is Freedom. So what does that mean? What does freedom mean?
Don't know.
Pardon?
Mm,
Do you have any idea what freedom means?
no.
No. Well, it says here, unusually, so strange, not normal for the time, so unusually for this time, Amelia and her sister were allowed to wear bloomers, these, which the other girls in the neighborhood were not
We're
allowed.
not allowed to do.
Go on.
I was not told to be very ladylike to wear bloomers.
Yes. So the other girls in where Amelia lived were not allowed to wear these shorts called bloomers because only boys wore them. Girls wore dresses, but Amelia was allowed to wear them. So why was she allowed to wear them? How come? So
They enjoyed the freedom to have adventures and they did not have when wearing dresses.
So they enjoyed freedom. They could play wearing clothes that other girls didn't wear. So how come? Well, the answer is here.
Amira mothered to for her daughter to be different and not to do what was expected of young ladies. At the time, Amira was encouraged to be independent.
So if you are having problems with the word, make sure that you break it up in dependent. Independent. So what does this mean?
Independent.
Well done. So what does this mean? Well, Amelia and Muriel's mum said, okay, girls, if you want to play outside and play all the games that boys normally play, that's okay. Go ahead. Play the games that you want to play. You can do and play the games that you like to play. So this was very different. Her mum was a very different mum, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, all of the other mums were saying, oh no, you have to stay inside and you have to wear dresses. But Amelia's mum was different. And she said, girls, do what you want to do. If you want to climb up the tree, that's okay. Go ahead. So her mum was a very different mum. Yeah? So what did she do?
Amelia's a nurse.
Yes. So you can see her here dressed as a nurse.
During the First World War, Amelia visited her sister to Canada. While she was visiting, Emily became interested in caring for wounded soldiers from the war.
Yes. So during the First World War, which was between 1914 and 1918, Amelia visited her sister, Muriel, who was living in Canada. While she was there visiting, Amelia became interested in caring for, looking after soldiers who were sick from the war or got hurt during the war. She wanted to help them. She wanted to help them get better. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah? So in 1918, Amelia left college to become a nurse's aide in Toronto, in Canada. So what she did was she said, okay, I'm going to leave my studies for a while. I'm going to leave college and I'm going to work in a hospital and become a nurse. Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that a
In
good, was that a good thing to do?
Yes.
Yes. Go on.
In 1918, Amelia left college to become an aide in Toronto. I can't read.
Toronto. Toronto. It's a place in Canada.
Canada.
It's a place in Canada. So she left college and said, okay, I'm going to be a nurse and I'm going to help people by being a nurse. Yes?
Yes.
So we've got a real photograph here. What do you see?
Amelia's first life.
Yeah. So what's the photograph of? What do you see? What do you see there?
I see a girl.
Yes. Well, this is Amelia. This is a real photograph of Amelia. And what is she standing beside?
An airplane.
Yes. So it says Amelia's first flight. So the first time she went on an aeroplane. So what happened when she first went on an aeroplane?
Amelia took her first flight as a passenger on 20 December
Yes.
1920. This flight inspired her to become an aviator, and she had her first flying lesson at 23.
Yes.
Age 23.
Yes. So Amelia took her first flight as a passenger. So we know passenger means when you travel on something. So if you travel in a car and you're not driving, you're a passenger. If you go on a ship to a place, you're a passenger. If you go on an aeroplane and you're not flying it, you're a passenger. So she took her first flight as a passenger on the 28th of December, 1920. And she loved it. She loved flying in the sky. And this inspired her. Inspired means she wanted to do it herself. So what did she want to do? She wanted to become an aviator, a pilot herself. Yes?
Yes.
Because she enjoyed flying so much. She thought, this is great. And she wanted to do it herself. She wanted to fly the plane. So she had her first flying lesson to teach her how to fly when she was 23. Was she young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
So,
1921, Amelia bought her first plane. Her plane was bright yellow and named the Canary.
Canary. So, in 1921, the next year, Amelia bought her first plane. Her plane was bright yellow, really, really bright yellow, and nicknamed, a funny name that you give to something, the canary. So, what's a canary?
A name?
A canary, yes, it's a name. It's the name that we call a small bird, only about this big. And guess what color the canary is?
Yellow.
Bright yellow. So Amelia's plane looked like a big canary. Yes? Because it was bright yellow. And we saw in the first picture, what color was her plane?
Yellow.
Yellow. So we can guess this is the canary. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what did she...
May,
Yes, go on.
in May 1923, she got her full lesson. Amelia was the 50th woman in the world to earn one.
Yes. So in May 1923, when she was 25, she got her pilot's license. So this is like your driving license that says you can drive a car. This is a paper to say that you can fly a plane. Yes? That you know how to do it. Amelia was the 16th, only 15 other ladies in the world have one. So she was only one of 16 at this time to have a pilot's license. Not many, huh?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So this slide is called record breaker. If you're a record breaker, what's that? What does that mean?
What is meaning?
Record breaker, this. Okay. A record breaker is you are the first to do something, or you go higher or faster than anybody else. Yes? So
Yes.
whatever it is you're doing, you do it the fastest, or you do it the slowest, or you do it the highest, the deepest. Nobody else has done what you have done. So Amelia was a record breaker. So I wonder what record she broke. Let's have a look.
In October 1922, Amelia broke the woman altitude record.
So this word is altitude. Altitude. So let's put it back in.
What is meaning?
Altitude. How high? How high? So this means that she flew higher, she took her plane higher into the sky than any other lady. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah? So no other lady had gone. So the other ladies were maybe here. Amelia flew her plane up here. Much, much higher. Yeah?
Yes. In June 1928, she became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean as a passenger alongside two other male pilots.
Yes. So here is Amelia. This is a real photograph of Amelia. So in June 1928, she becomes the first lady to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. She didn't fly the plane, she was the passenger alongside two men who were pilots. So at this time, a crew, remember we had that word the last time? Crew, people who work on a ship or on a plane, they're called the crew. There were three people. There was a pilot, there was a co-pilot in case the real pilot felt sick, somebody else who could fly the plane, and there was an engineer. Amelia was probably the engineer. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, she was probably the engineer in the plane. Okay, so she's gone across the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, but that wasn't enough for Amelia. She wanted to do something else. What did she do?
In May 1932, becomes the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes? So we've got a strange word here. We've got a very strange word. This word here.
His meaning.
This word is solo. Solo. So what might that mean?
Don't know.
Don't know? Okay. By herself. Alone. So she flew her plane right across the Atlantic Ocean between England and America by herself. Nobody was with her. Do you think that might have been scary?
Little bit.
Do you think that might have been scary? To fly all by yourself across the big ocean? Scary?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure she was scared. But something else happens. So
Amelia lost adventure.
Amelia's last adventure. So what might that mean? Her last adventure.
On 20th May 1937, Amelia and her navigator Fred.
Okay, let's stop for a moment. Let's stop for a moment.
Okay.
Let's have a look at this word. Gator. Navigator. Not happy about that, but never mind. There we go. Navigator. So what's a navigator? Any ideas?
No.
No? Somebody sitting behind in the plane. Let's look at the first picture again. So here is Amelia. cartoon of Amelia. This is her navigator sitting behind her, telling her which way to go. So he is sitting behind saying, okay, straight Amelia, turn right Amelia, turn left Amelia, turn right round Amelia. Yes?
Yes.
So he's saying fly straight, fly left, fly right, go around. You need to do a circle now. Yes?
Yes.
So he's giving her directions, telling her which way to go. So on the 20th of May, 1937, long time ago, Amelia and her navigator, his name was Fred Noonan, over to you.
Left Auckland and began her biggest adventure to fly all around the world.
Okay, so on the 20th of May, 1937, Amelia and her navigator, Fred Noonan, left Auckland in the USA and began her biggest adventure to fly all the way around the world. So to go right the way around. Yeah? So starting about here, where she lived, and go all the way around, 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 and go back to America. So let's have a look.
This would be a journey of 29,000.
29,000, 3 zeros, 1,000. 29,000.
Miles and what and at the same place it had started being generated that the whole world was very excited as Amelia had become world famous due to her record-breaking adventure.
Okay, so here, remember, Raneem, the way we say this word is not whirled, world. World. So think of whirling, twirling, like we did with a magical muddle. Whirling, twirling, world. So this would be a journey of 29,000 miles and was to end at the same place it had started, in the United States, so in America. The whole world was very excited. Everybody was very excited, as Amelia had become world famous due to her record-breaking adventures. Everybody knew who she was, so she was a celebrity now. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but problem. What does it say?
Mystery disappearance.
Mystery disappearance. So let's think about the word appear. What does appear mean? Any ideas?
No.
No? Okay. if you appear, think my face is behind my hands. Now I've appeared. You can see me. Now they're behind my hands. You can see me. I've appeared. Yes? So disappear means you can't see. So like that. I've appeared, I've disappeared. I've appeared, I've disappeared. So mystery disappearance. So nobody could see her anymore. But mystery means we don't know why. So is that a puzzle? Is it a puzzle? So we don't know where Amelia is. She's disappeared, but we don't know why. It's a puzzle? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah? Can you see that? If we say
Yes.
Amelia, we don't know where Amelia is, but we don't know why she's not here. That's a puzzle. That's a mystery, right? Yes?
Yes. On 2nd July 1937, Amelia and Fred Nolan tried to make the next flight of their trip from New Guinea. It landed in the Pacific.
Okay, so on the 2nd of July, 1937, Amelia and Fred Noonan, her navigator, tried to make the next flight of their trip from a place called New Guinea, so this is New Guinea, to Howland Island. So we don't say Iceland, we say island. The S here is silent. Island in the Pacific. So another big ocean. But,
However, the weather was bad with cold and range already planned. They were hoping to land on Howland Island was extremely small, so two American ships who were on the path they would be flying were ordered to burn every light to as markers to get them in.
so let's think about what's happened here. The weather was bad. We can see the weather is bad, right?
Right.
This picture here, this is not good weather. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's cloud, and there's rain, and there's lightning in the sky, and the sea is very bumpy. Yes? Big waves. Yeah? So the weather is not good. The island, remember the S here is silent. Island, small place with water all the way around. It's got water all the way around it. They were hoping to land on Howland Island, was very small. And because the weather was so bad, Amelia couldn't see it. So two American ships who were in the water, they were in the sea. So Amelia is flying above the sea. The ships, there are two American ships in the water below. They were told to please turn on every light on the ships so Amelia could see. So the ships below, got Amelia up here and the ships on the water, they're told, put your lights on. So Amelia can actually see, because it's all very dark, because the weather's so bad and she can't see. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you're down here, what happened?
Sadly, Amelia and Fred never named it too hard. Land they were low on fuel, and the weather was very cold.
Yes. So very sad. Amelia and her navigator, Fred, never made it to Howland Island. Yeah? They never made it there to Howland Island. They were low on fuel, petrol. So do you understand that word, petrol?
Yes.
Yes? So they didn't have enough petrol and the weather was very poor, very bad weather. So here we've got what happened to Amelia Earhart. Another real photograph of her. This is the real Amelia Earhart. Okay.
Amelia and Fred Noonan were never found or heard from again. Searches were made but on track of the plane or its passengers were very found.
So Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan were never found or heard from again. They just disappeared. Searches were made. People tried to find them, but no traces of the plane or its passengers were ever found. So they never, like Titanic, we know it's at the bottom of the ocean. You've seen, I showed you pictures of Titanic at the bottom of the ocean, but nobody's ever found the plane. It just wasn't there anymore. And no traces. We never found Amelia or Fred. Is this very strange?
Yes.
Yes.
Amelia was dead in January 1939. No one knows what happened. It will always be a mystery what happened to Amelia.
So Amelia was declared dead. Everybody said, well, she has to have died because it's now 2 years. In January 1939, they said, okay, we don't really know what happened, but she must be dead by now. No one knows for certain, for sure, what happened to her. We don't know for sure what happened. It will always be a mystery what happened to Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan. Nobody knows for sure where she is. So what does this say? An
For hurt in leg.
legacy.
What is the meaning of it?
No, this is legacy. Legacy.
Legacy. What is meaning of it?
What does it mean? Okay, what it means is what you leave behind? So what did Amelia leave behind?
Amelia wanted to be ambitious and brave in her life, even when she was scared or frightened.
So this is her legacy. What she left behind was her story. And her story is she wanted to be adventurous and brave. Do you think she was brave?
Yes.
Yeah? Even when she was scared or frightened, she said, no, I'm going to do it. Even if I am scared, I'm going to do it.
She believed you could have anything you put your mind to, so long as you worked hard for it and never gave up.
Okay. She believed you could achieve anything. You could do anything that you put your mind to, that you want to do. So long if you work hard and never give up. So she said, whatever you want to do, you can do as long as you work hard and you don't give up, that you try and try and try again. Yes? So
Yes.
what she's saying is whatever you want to do, you can do if you work hard and keep trying. So what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be?
A teacher.
A teacher. Okay. So work hard. What do you want to teach?
Math.
Maths. Okay. So you must be very good at maths, right?
Math.
Yeah? Okay. So study, learn everything you can, work hard, always do your homework.
Okay.
Yes. Go to college. Yes.
Yes.
Go to college and then go on and teach. Do you want to teach in a school?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to teach maths in English?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you have to study hard in English too. And just keep working hard. And you can do it. Yes?
Yes.
And I will watch you when you're teaching maths. You'll have to say to me, you know, Dr.
Okay.
Julie, I got my maths qualification. You'll have to tell me and I will come and see you teach maths.
Okay.
So, here is a message just for you. So, what really message did she leave behind? So, she is
an important girl who reached for the skin and didn't listen to anyone who said she shouldn't because she was a woman.
okay. Yes, that's right. That's exactly what she said. But remember, in English, things that end ed never sound ed. So reached. Well done. She is an important figure who reached for the skies. She touched the sky above her and didn't listen to anyone who said that she couldn't or shouldn't do that because she was a woman or a girl. She said, doesn't matter. Yes? I can achieve what I want to achieve, whether I'm a boy or a girl? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah? That was the most important thing that Amelia left behind. And here is her plane, the canary. There it is. Okay, so what we've got is a fun quiz that goes with this. And it's actually very fun. So I will bring it up for you. Just a moment. Let's go in. Let's go to Amelia Earhart. Here we go. I brought it up. Let's...
Miss, I can't see.
No, you won't be able to see yet because I'm just bringing it up, sweetie. There you go. You should be able to see now.
Yes, I see.
Okay, so let's make it larger. So when I send this to you, and I will send it to you, I want you just to look at the one that has 1 star. It comes together with ones with 2 stars and 3 stars on. For the 2 and 3 stars, I make them for children, for students that are older than you, okay? The story is the same, but the quiz is harder for them, okay? So you just do the one with 1 star, okay?
Okay.
All right. So it says, read the Amelia Earhart and learn early aviation information text below. Okay, so here, this will give you some idea of direction. She is famous because she was the first female woman, so female means woman or lady, to fly alone, means solo, across the Atlantic Ocean. Here is the Atlantic Ocean. Can you see it?
Yes.
Titanic is up here, in the cold water up here. Amelia flew across here. Okay? Okay?
Yes.
You went missing.
Missing on 2nd July 1937, somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. She was attempting to fly solo around the whole world.
Yes, there she was. She went missing somewhere here of the Pacific Ocean on the 2nd of July in 1937. So somewhere here, we don't know what happened to her. Somewhere over here. Okay. There's some pictures here.
Amelia lived with her father and mother and her younger Merle. She loved to have adventures such as climbing trees, hunting fish, and riding herself down hills on her own.
Yep. So she liked to play games like looking for, like this guy here, rats.
Amelia and Merle heard wore bloomers instead of dresses, which the other girls in the neighborhood were not allowed to do.
Yep. So her mum let her wear shorts, and her sister Muriel too. They wore shorts to their knees so they could play outdoor games, not dresses, because you can't climb trees in a dress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So her mum said, fine.
Her big adventure.
A big adventure, yeah.
Amelia was given her first plane ride on 20th December 1920. She had her first flying lesson since she was 23 years old. In July 1921, she bought her first plane. It was bright yellow and she named it the Canyon. In July 1937, Amelia Earhart went missing over Holland Island as she tried to fly around the world. A lighthouse was built there to remember it.
Yes.
Her.
So Amelia Earhart went missing over Howland Island. Remember, the S is silent. As she tried to fly around the world. A lighthouse was built on Howland Island called, this is a picture of the lighthouse. And on Howland Island, they built one and called it the Amelia Earhart Lighthouse. So she's remembered there. Wow. Okay.
1783, the hot air balloon was invented by photographer brothers.
Okay, so in 1783, the date here, the hot air balloon, this, was invented by the Montgolfier brothers in France. They made the first hot air balloon.
In 1884, the first airship was built by Carter Rendert and Arthur Cripps.
Yes, in 1884, so just over 100 years later, the first airship, like this, was built by Charles Renard and Arthur Krebs in Germany. So they built the first airship. So pilots have gone from flying balloons to flying airships, and then in 1903,
the first flight of an airplane by Wilbur and Orley.
yes, in 1903, the first flight of an aeroplane by Wilbur and Orville Wright in America. So they flew the first real aeroplane. So let's go down. So the one with the 1 star on there. That's 3 and 2. There we go. So here's the one with the 1 star on.
Amelia Earth and early century. Now fill in the missing word from the choice below. Amelia Earth is a famous.
So she was a famous what? She was a famous.
Flying.
Well, no. The job that she did. What job did she do?
Nurse.
No. She was a famous pilot. Yes. So somebody that flies aeroplanes, a pilot. So she loved
having there when she was a little girl.
What did she love having when she was a little girl? Of these words. She loved having what?
What is meaning of plumber? What is meaning of plumber?
Bloomers, do you remember those are the shorts that she wore?
No.
She loved having adventures.
When
she
she
was
was
a
a
little-
little
Do you see that?
girl.
She loved having adventures when she was a little girl. She loved climbing trees. She loved hunting for rats. She loved rolling down hills. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah?
Her mom let her wear that instead of a dress. Pilot.
No. The shorts.
Solo. Bloomer.
Bloomers, the shorts that she wore. So her mum let her wear bloomers instead of a dress. Yes?
Yes.
When she was 20,
She
go
was
on.
23. She had her first lesson.
So what lesson?
Flying.
Yes, her first flying lesson. Well done. Yes.
She tried to fly that around the world in 1937.
Remember, it's world. She tried to fly what around the world in 1937?
While solo,
Solo. That's right, by herself. Yes.
a dash was available on Hovland Island to remember her.
What's on the island where she disappeared?
Pilot.
No. Do you remember? It's the Amelia Earhart
Lighthouse.
lighthouse. Yep. They built a lighthouse there to remember her. Yes. Okay. So now try matching the inventions to the people. So here we've got the hot air balloon. Who was it that invented the hot air balloon?
The Wright brother.
No, do you remember the Montgolfier brothers in France? Do you remember? The Montgolfier brothers. So two brothers in France. So you would just put a line from here to here. Yeah? Reneem, can't hear you. Here we go. Reneem. I think it's her. Reneem.
No, I can't hear.
Yes, I don't know what happened there. We were still connected, but you didn't seem to be. Okay, so here you will put a line from 7 to here. So do you remember? First aeroplane. Who made the first aeroplane?
Leonard and Arkwright.
No. Do you remember I said to you the Wright brothers in America?
Yeah.
Yeah? Here. So you put a line from 8 to here. So that means number 9, it must be here, right?
Right.
Yeah? 7 in the middle, 8 at the bottom, 9, so it's got to be at the top. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Good job. Okay. And let's go down. Have we got any more on the 1 star? Down. Yes. Well, that's the answers if you're stuck. So, anything you don't understand. So, you were a little stuck on the inventors. So, let's go down and have a look. So, when you're doing it, remember the hot air balloon, Montgolfier brothers. So, just look for the pictures. Here are the names. So you just look for the names with the picture. So it begins with M for balloon, C for airship, plane for the two brothers. So let's have a look. Down to the 1 stars. So here you go. Do you see that? The plane,
Yes.
the airship, the balloon. Yeah?
Yeah.
The plane, the airship, the balloon. Balloon, the picture was here. Hot air balloon. First aeroplane, here.
The word bird.
That's right. First airship up here to sea. Yeah? In Germany. So just think of that big, it's like a big sausage-shaped balloon. So that was the German one. Yeah? All okay? All okay?
All okay.
Okay.
All
So,
okay.
anything you don't understand? Anything you don't understand?
No, I understand.
You understand? Yeah? And you understand everything about Emilia's story?
Yes.
Yeah? So
Yeah.
let's go back into her story. Understand everything there?
Yes.
Yeah? So there she was. First lady. Flew higher than anybody else. Any other ladies before. She went across the Atlantic Ocean by herself. So where was she from? Kansas in America.
Kansas.
America is also known as the United States.
United States.
Yeah, because the real name for America is the United States of America. Yeah. So you know she was American. She was born on the 24th of July, 1897. She enjoyed adventures and she was quite a tomboy. She liked playing boys' games. Yeah?
Yeah.
She liked climbing trees. She liked hunting for rats. And she liked sledging down hills on her tummy. So rolling down hills with her sister. You know, her mum was an unusual mum. Her mum let her wear these shorts called bloomers and said that Amelia could play any games that she liked playing, even if they were boys' games, no problem. Her mum said, be independent. And this means think for yourself. Yeah? Think for yourself. Don't ask anybody to think or do things for you. Do them for yourself. Yeah?
Yeah.
So when she went to visit her sister in Canada, because her sister lived in Canada, she became a nurse to help the soldiers who were sick after the war. She wanted to help them, and she wanted to help them get better. So she did this work. Then, here is the real photograph of her. This is the real Amelia. You can see her here. She first went on an aeroplane in 1920. And she loved it. And she loved being in an aeroplane so much. She wanted to fly them for herself. She wanted to try. And she had her first lesson in flying when she was 23. And she really, really liked it. So in 1921, when she was 24, she bought herself a plane. And the plane was really, really, really bright yellow. It was a bright yellow plane. So they called it a canary, just like canary birds, because they're yellow. So they said it looked like a big canary. So she called her plane the Canary. Okay, fine. Then, in 1922, when she was 25, she broke the women's altitude record, which means she flew higher than any other woman. All the other ladies who were pilots were flying here. Amelia took her plane higher than anybody else. Then in June 1928, she became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. No other lady had ever gone across the Atlantic Ocean before on a plane. And she became the first lady to do that. Okay?
Okay.
Then in 1932, she became the first woman, first lady to fly by herself, this word solo, alone, by herself, across the Atlantic Ocean. So she was the first lady to do that. And she did it. But then she had her last adventure. So she had her navigator telling her which way to fly this way, go left, Amelia, go right, Amelia, fly straight. The two of them left America and began her biggest adventure of all, to fly all around the world, right the way around. Start here in Kansas and go all the way around and back again. So, but this is one adventure that she didn't. That was too much, right? Yes?
Yes.
So there she was flying over the Pacific Ocean, and you've seen it in the questions. Amelia and Fred Noonan disappeared. And we know disappear means you can't see them anymore. Here, then they're gone. Here, then gone. This is disappeared. So, what do you think happened to them? What do you think happened?
Did they fall in the water?
They fell in the water? Okay. So, do you think we should be able to see the plane in the water?
No.
Because remember, we know where Titanic was. We know where it is because we've seen pictures, right?
Right.
Yes. So, do you think we should be able to see Amelia Earhart's plane? Do you think maybe it's too small to see? Do you think maybe it's in little pieces? Yes?
Yes.
Well, let's have a look at Amelia's plane. Let's see if we can find it. is her plane. So let's look. So here is the real Amelia Earhart. Can you see her here? Yes? Can you see her name?
Yes.
Yeah. Here is her real plane. This is her real plane. So do you think we haven't found her plane because it's broken in the water and it's much smaller than Titanic, right? Yes? Reneem?
No.
It'd be much smaller than Titanic, right?
No.
So do you think that might be why we haven't seen it? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah? That's possible. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look. So you're seeing the real Amelia now. So do you see the real Amelia? Here she is. Yes? So she was a real person. There she is. Do you think she was brave?
No.
She wasn't brave?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, she was. She was a very brave lady, right? There you are. And there is a cartoon that was made about her. Yes?
Yes.
This is a cartoon of Amelia Earhart. So, lots of people know her. Yes?
Yes.
A lot of people know the name. So we still think she's very brave today. So I need to ask you, do you understand everything?
Yes.
Okay. So quiz will be no problem for you, right? Okay, we've got the quiz here. And you understand what you need to do? Just anything with 1 star on the side. Yeah?
Yeah.
So here is the reading part that we've been through. Here's her big adventure. Here are some of the things, the balloons, the airship, and the aeroplane. Not here, don't read here, it's 2 star. Or here. But here, this is for us, with the 1 star on the side, okay? When you go into next year, then we will go to 2 star, right?
Yeah.
Right, when you get a little older. So this is the one for you, okay? So this is for older than you. Okay, so any questions? Any questions? What questions do you have? Reneem, what questions do you have? Pardon? Pardon?
Yes.
Okay. What questions do you have? I always like questions.
Nothing.
No questions at all? No questions at all? About what you've
No.
just seen? How you say something? This is your chance to ask me. Questions about English. This is your chance to ask me.
Nothing.
Okay, so remember, ED at the end never sounds ED. So we didn't walked. What did we do? We didn't walked to school, we walked. Okay?
Okay.
Not ED. Remember, world, not whirled. Remember, months, not months. Clothes, not clothes. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Mohammed, I'm just about finished with her. She doesn't have any questions. She said she doesn't have any questions for me. I've asked her. Oh? All right, sweetie, you have nothing else to ask me?
No, I understand all.
You understand all. Okay, fine. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to send first the PowerPoint story to you, and I'm going to send you the quiz. It comes with 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. I need you just to do the 1 star. Okay?
Okay.
Just the 1 star. And you didn't see the homework for Titanic, okay? So can you do that for me for next time?
Okay.
All right. So fine. Then I'm going to let you go with 5 minutes. All right?
Yeah.
All right. I will see you next time. Well done. Good job. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.